So I'm gonna make my quick and easy boiled egg curry, and this is the perfect recipe to showcase these aluminium pans. So the first thing I'm gonna start off with is a tiny bit of oil. These are non-stick, we don't need lots of oil. So just a little splash, just to get some color on our onions. And then, first thing we're gonna do is add fresh bay leaves, and we're gonna pop them in there. I'm gonna turn the heat up, and let's get them sizzling. So we just want them to start sizzling so it starts to kind of break the outside and we get that lovely aroma of that bay leaf into the oil. I love cooking a quick curry in these aluminium pans because when you're cooking a curry, you need heat and you need even heat. And these pans heat up really quickly and the heat is distributed in such a wonderful, even way that you don't get any patches burning here. It's non-stick and it's just perfect for a curry. I'm gonna add onion, straight in, tomato. We're gonna season it well. I think when you cook a curry, there's this misconception that you have to use loads of oil. You need a little bit of oil, but with a pan like this that's non-stick, you don't need loads because you know it's not gonna stick. The heat is even, and you know you're gonna still get that delicious curry, but with less oil. Okay, so now I'm going to add 2 chilies. These aren't super spicy, but I wanna add a tiny little bit of heat. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of split them down the middle so they're open, so we get a little bit of heat and not that kind of like blow your head off heat. So add 2 of those. Okay, so as soon as the onions have just started to cook, what you want is for them to just become a little bit translucent. And now it's time for our spices. Simple, easy spices, but look, the onions aren't catching. When you cook a curry, sometimes it catches because you're cooking it for such a long time. Nothing is catching. So now, simple spices. Turmeric, paprika, cumin. So some turmeric, straight in there, not too much. Then we are gonna add some paprika, so some sweet heat, but not like blow your head off heat. And then some cumin, give that lovely smoky flavor. And then to that, add water straight in there, so we stop our spices from burning. And then give it a really good mix. We're gonna leave that now and let that simmer away. We're gonna pop the lid on it. And for that, I'm gonna use my universal lid. Probably one of the things that I'm most proud of because this lid fits 3 different sizes. 1 lid, 3 pans. So the curry sauce is in there, we've covered it. Let that just cook away. Now onto our eggs. So, frying pan is hot. And now I'm gonna add a tiny, tiny splash of oil. Not much at all, because we don't need it. Just a bit of oil, spread that all over. And then I'm gonna take my eggs. And yes, I'm going to fry boiled eggs. And these are notorious for sticking to pans, even non-stick. But these won't stick. And that's what I love about it. So I'm just gonna score the eggs. And then I'm gonna throw them straight in there and they will start to sizzle. So what we're doing is we're creating texture around the egg. So when we put the eggs into the sauce, that sauce really clings to the egg. Otherwise, it just slips off. Okay, so the eggs, you can see we're getting that lovely texture on the eggs. But as it gets hotter, it's gonna start spitting a little bit. So I'm gonna put the lid on it. The one from here onto there, universal lid. As if it could get any better, another thing, these handles, they're stay cool handles, which means you can cook on them, you can use them on the hob, but you can put them in the oven too. It's as simple as that. Look, we've got our curry paste, we've got our beautiful textured eggs, and that sauce is gonna cling to those eggs. We'll pop those straight in there, and you'll see what I mean. You give that a mix. The curry sauce has coated the eggs ready. Now I'm just gonna garnish it with a little bit of coriander. So, coriander, final little flourish. That's it, it's done. My simple boiled egg curry, straight out of the dish in the middle of the table, ready to dig in.